Hi Lunchables, I thought we could do a retro react as current Foodie is just not worth watching, and I needed a bit of inspiration, so I thought we could watch together.
We are going to do something a bit different. We are going to do, pretty sure I did this maybe before, I'm sure I did, but this is going to be an actual official fast food funeral.
These never work, and I don't mean just for Foodie, I mean in general. In my experience, having a funeral, having a binge before you go onto a diet is never a good idea. There are so many things that can influence how you feel on the first day of your diet, and having whether it's empty wrappers, half empty wrappers of food laying about is never ever going to make you feel good. So, in my opinion, don't do this.
And I have to do this, so it's either I quit YouTube or I change the program or I change my material. And do I love eating fast food and things that are not good for me? Yes. Do I wish I could eat them every day without consequence? Obviously, but that's not the case. It's just not going to work out. And no matter how much I think I can control fast food, it controls me. So, and a lot of people are going to say, no shit. You've blocked a lot of people for telling you stuff like that. And yeah, because I guess it's just something I don't want to be true. Like I don't want to have this problem with food. I don't know how other to explain it than just complete denial over the situation. And when I go through phases of saying I can control my eating habits, I'll just have some and I'll eat healthy the rest of the time. And it just never happens. But when I say those things, it's like I really believe them. So I really don't know how to stop those thoughts from like making them reality. Do you know what I'm saying? So, all right, I'm gonna eat today a lot of my favorite junk, and then I have to bury it before it buries me. I did that for dramatic effect, but it's true. I think we all know the dangers of obesity and how it cuts your life almost in half, so if not more. So I don't want to die. I don't want to feel like shit anymore. I don't want to feel like a prisoner of food. Like all I do all day is think about food and doing mukbangs, at least in healthy ones. Because when I do ones that I cook a healthy meal, it's like I have to eat a healthy meal anyway. So it doesn't feel the same as having to figure out kind of unhealthy food I want to do and then be consumed by it. So I feel like a lot of people understand that. I feel like some people won't. But I can tell you right now, there's not a single person in my life who understands what I'm going through. Um, and that's not their fault. Like that's not their fault. It's just that what I'm dealing with is like a lonely road. And yeah. So I have said this before, and then I go back to mukbangs like the next day. So I don't know what to say. All I can say is I'm not going to do that this time because I really have to. I mean, food has ruined enough of my life already. It's ruined enough relationships. It's just actually it's not food. It's me who's done that. But I used food to do it. So anyway, yeah. I guess we're gonna have to. I mean, I want to like focus on becoming healthy and to a place where I can start, I guess, dating and stuff like that. And I want to be able to travel around and just, make health my priority. I'm 36. I feel like I could start a whole new life, if I just let myself, if I just don't give into the discomfort of going through food withdrawals, of going through, and they are real. A lot of people don't believe it, but ask Pete. I get like when I get super, super cranky, super depressed. It's more of a psychological thing. I do get headaches. I do feel nauseous, and I know that it's temporary. But this is like an addiction that I'll have to. But this is something that I'll have to like live with forever and just fight every day to stay away. So, all right. That being said, I'm gonna drive around, and you're gonna come with me, and we're gonna bees one last time together. Someone just left me a voicemail. You ever feel like you just can't handle anything? I don't want to check any voicemails. I don't want to deal with life. I just want to go eat. And then tomorrow I'm going to wake up and force myself to become a better person. All right. So as for the plant-based foods I bought, they're all processed, and they do actually, like I had a weird rash breakout after eating one of the Gardein chicken burgers the other day. So I don't know if I have an allergy to something, but the highly processed vegan meats are not good for me either. So I don't think I'll be eating them anymore. All right, guys, let's get to.
Right, so that was really difficult to sit through for a couple of reasons, more than a couple to be fair. So she's sitting still and she is struggling to breathe, and you can see that. she's sitting still, hardly moving, and struggling to breathe. So she's definitely making the right decision. However, from how she's speaking about it, it's almost like this has been forced upon her, which I guess it has. It's not ever something that she would choose, but she's obviously tried to do this so many times and it hasn't worked. So she's trying again, which is all we can ever do. And trying is always a good idea. I just don't feel right. Talking from my own experience, I'm currently trying to lose weight. I'm currently trying to lose about 20 pounds. And I don't know about you, but whenever I start the first day of my diet, that's when I'm most kind of excited and I'm most confident that I can do it. I've never seen anybody do this in this situation where they're just like absolutely defeated at the idea of bettering themselves. It's just really bizarre. And I kind of understand now why she built up so much of a following, because she is very raw and very honest. Um, I am going to say as well, for anybody maybe that does have eating trouble, binging issues, this possibly isn't a very good video to watch. But any of you that are with me, I very much appreciate it.
First up, Arby's for beef and cheddar. All right, we're approaching Arby's.
So our first stop is at Arby's, and as an English person, I've never been to an Arby's. It looks revolting, I'm not going to lie, from her sandwich in a moment. I'm not going to judge her, okay? I'm not going to judge her for going to a few different fast food places. I mean, I've been to a Starbucks and then I've been to a McDonald's um, to get a burger and, you know, whatever. So I completely understand, you know, I'm not judging her for that. There just seems no logic to this at all. And the more you see of this day and the way she is with food is just heartbreaking. It really is. I'm not going to lie. Current 2023 Foodie Beauty, not my type of person. I struggle to feel compassionate for her. Um, Foodie Beauty here genuinely breaks my heart. But as I say, I really do respect her honesty.
First meal, first thing of the day. I have no idea how I'm going to stop eating this stuff. I love it so much. Even though Arby's meat curtains beef sandwich, when you look at it, it doesn't look too appetizing. They must put something. Here we go. All right. I need to put more Arby's sauce on this thing. Oh my god. Yeah, baby. Come to daddy. Come to mama. All right. Beauty bite. Beauty bite.
Whenever she gets food, she's so excited, and you can obviously tell that she's very excited about this sandwich. Something I've noticed straight away is the fact that she doesn't chew her food. I mean, obviously she chews her food, but not enough. So I'm going to put a couple of pop-ups in, but apparently you should be chewing your food around about 32 times. And this is because not only does it help your gut, and it will help against things like constipation and like IBS type symptoms, but also it gives your brain long enough time to kind of process what you're eating. If you're able to eat 20 burgers in 20 minutes and your brain hasn't had a chance to process, and obviously you're going to put on weight. But if you're chewing and making this process more enjoyable and not just a case of food outside my body, food inside my body, do you know what I mean? It needs to be more than that. And unfortunately, it does just seem a case of how quickly can I get this in me?
The line to Taco Bell is huge.
So I know this day isn't necessarily normal for her. I know she wouldn't normally be sitting there eating from one place, looking at another and already planning her meal. But the idea that she's already processing what she's going to get from the second takeaway place while eating. I mean, is she really even acknowledging that she's eating at all? This makes more sense why she would be able to eat as much as she can if this is how she eats. Obviously, another thing as well, you can tell that she's hiding it, and I know that may sound ridiculous. She's filming herself, so she's not hiding it, but she also kind of is. I mean, she's sitting in a car. She's not in front of anyone. She's not gone into the takeaway place, into the restaurant. She could have easily got a table and sat and like ate in there, but she doesn't do that. She's always in her car, and to me, it feels a bit like she is trying to hide it, like the psychological thing of like when you're younger and you steal food. I know she's mentioned she's done this before, and I have as well. As a child, I used to steal food and hide it, or if my friends were around and they had a certain portion size, that would be the size I'd have, and then I'd maybe like sneak an extra something, go to the toilet and eat it. So eating too much has always been programmed into us to be something bad, and I think you can really see that here.
But I really love tacos. I wanted to get some. It's like, why can't this food be healthy? You know? I really don't understand it. There's a truck picking up a door out the window. Like the guy ran over. So, let's go across the way. See if I can get a couple tacos.
It's almost like she hasn't eaten anything yet. You wouldn't be able to tell. She doesn't seem satisfied with that burger. Was there any point of her eating that? Because it doesn't seem like it's made any difference to her appetite at all.
Alright, now let's go to... Alright, I had to wait for like 80 cars to pull out and get by, and there is a huge lineup at Taco Bell. Is it gonna be worth it? Probably, honestly. I would say so, but that's just me. I mean, I have the most fun, obviously, eating the stuff that I love, and indulging, and doing videos, eating what I want. But there's consequences, right?
When she says this, I don't think she really links two and two together. I don't think she links when she goes to the doctors or to the hospital and that they say that she has issues. I don't think she links that is to food. And it's really bizarre. But I also think maybe it's a bit of a protective thing to do. Food is something she loves, so why would she want to associate it with being bad? It's also something that is always there for her and never lets her down. And I can definitely relate to that. But it's still really sad to see.
I'm gonna have for the rest of the day. I'll probably... I don't know yet, guys. See how I feel. I didn't want like fries. Fries really, like potatoes really fill you up.
The idea of being severely overweight and thinking I don't want to eat something because it'll fill me up too quickly is crazy. Maybe she just means today she doesn't want to eat it because she wants to try and get in as many of her favourite foods as she can before she kind of goes cold turkey tomorrow. But yeah, just sitting there and being like, oh, I'm not going to get any chips because that'll fill me up too quick and I want to be able to eat X amount of tacos instead. A bit weird.
You know? So I got a message from the travel agent and she said that, like, I'm gonna sneeze. If you want to be alone in your room on the trip, it's going to cost like $300 more. So, but I have until like friggin' December to pay. So I'm just like, okay, I really don't like. My friend said that there's another girl that would come and like be in the room with me. And I don't know her. Like, why would I want to be in a room with a stranger? I'm just not. That's why I can't do hostels when I travel, or I mean, I can't do it. Like, I would just be more comfortable in my own room. You know what I mean? Nothing against that person, obviously, but I would just be more comfortable by myself. And you know, like, what if it happens? I want to have somebody back in my room. I don't even know if they're allowed to, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not saying I will, but you never know, right?
So I just wanted to point out the fact that she's booked a holiday, and as far as I'm aware, I think she says in a bit that she's booked one seat in December. So this is kind of a bit of an incentive for her to kind of get to a healthier weight so that she can start doing more things, like she says in the video. I just wanted to say that I do think this was a really good idea, and I do think she had good intentions here. I didn't used to watch Foodie at this point, so I honestly don't know whether she went on the holiday or not. But yeah, any non-food rewards are always a good idea, I think. You know, whether it be to get a new haircut, whether it be to buy a certain outfit, kind of, you know, whatever would help to get you to where you need to be.
I guess I'll see you guys when I have my tacos. All right, finally got my tacos and hot sauce. I got 2 Dorito Taco Supreme. The guy ahead of me, I'm like, please don't let his order be too much so I don't have to wait too long. Oh yeah, hot sauce. First bite, free bite, free bite.
She is again getting through that taco so quick. And as a British person, we have only recently got a few Taco Bells, so I'm not clued in on kind of how many calories are in this. So I am just going to put the calories in. I mean, what was that? Maybe six bites? It just seems so crazy how quick she can eat. And I kind of wonder what she's thinking when she's eating, because she just never really seems very happy or I don't know, she's always on the lookout. Which again I think goes back to kind of eating, being naughty. I feel like maybe she was restricted quite a lot as a child.
I wore my bin shirt. It's already stained. I know the packets are dirty, whatever. Okay. A normal person could eat at home 6 days a week. Then on the weekend be like, oh, let's go have a nice treat at Taco Bell. And then eat it and never think about it for the week. And plus on top of that, you know how I am with eating food that's like not the healthiest, how it makes my body feel? With IBS and everything else. So, I'm still hungry. I honestly want like 5 more tacos. These were so good. They were better than the beef and cheddar. Hands down. People now. So long together. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. I'm gonna think about what I want now. And I'll see you when I decide.
So I'm going to be totally honest with you. This next bit was really hard to record. One, because of the amount of food being consumed. But also, I am currently on a quite restrictive diet, and I'm not having many calories a day at all. And that Chinese looks so good. So if anyone's sitting there thinking, oh, some skinny girl doesn't know what she's talking about, she's, you know, I know the cravings, honestly. I know how bad it can get.
Alright, let's have a party. Chinese. German style chicken.
Again, she's sitting down and is out of breath.
Favorite noodles ever. And 3 open-ended egg rolls.
I will apologise if you hear my stomach rumbling, because it is being really loud at the moment. Why would you order this much? That seems like a ridiculous amount of food. I don't know whether it's maybe how the camera's angled, but that is a hefty amount of food. I mean, I'm thinking this would feed, what, 3 people? At least 3 people, maybe? And the logic for me is, so 1, you order all this food and you consume it within a night, and you're going to feel ill after that. I don't care who you are, you're not going to feel great after eating that. Or 2, you don't manage to eat it all, and therefore when you start your new diet plan, when you start eating better like she plans to do tomorrow, she's got half this food there. And I don't know about you, but I've done it before where I've ordered a Pizza Hut and I'll be like, right, we'll eat tonight and then tomorrow, you know, we'll do it. And when you've got like half a pizza left, there's no incentive to be like, oh, I'll start my diet today, because you know, you don't want to waste food. So yeah, completely don't get the logic here. Food looks amazing, but yeah, what the fuck.
First I'm gonna have an egg roll. Love open onions.
The way Foodie is with food is really a sight to be seen. It's not like just a physical urge for her. You can tell mentally it just makes her feel so good. Like, she almost acts like you would with like a partner. It's so sad. Genuinely, like, it does hurt my heart. I don't think she's a very nice person, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I really do feel for her in these.
I love you. I've filmed this kind of video many times.
I would genuinely like to know how many times she's done this, how many times she's ate this amount of food while in her brain thinking that she's going to start a diet the next day and then feeling hungry in the morning and just deleting the video. It's got to be double digits, hasn't it, easily?
I've also deleted many times. General So. Hot. This is good. I've done that because I didn't want to do this whole back and forth thing. You know, didn't want to do it until I thought I was really ready. And then I thought, I'm never going to be ready. I'm never going to be ready. There's not going to be an easy way to do this.
You say there's not going to be an easy way to do this, but I think people need to understand as well that you have a substantial amount of money now from YouTube. Money to the point where you no longer have to work and you can pay rent for you and your housemate. Money that you could be putting into, I'm not saying getting a trainer and going to the gym every day. I understand that's not everyone's cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. I wish I could be a gym person, but I never will be that type of person. So I'm not saying that she has to put money into that. But she could be getting, God, you hear some of these like celebrity diet things where basically you get all your food prepared. So all your food is prepared. You pay, I think some of them aren't even like ridiculously expensive. I mean, obviously, for like a normal person like me, that's expensive. But like say £500, so what's that? Probably about $750, $800 a month, and you literally get like all your food sent out. It's all caloried. You know, that they know what you like, they know what you don't, and it's a like kind of easy-ish way to lose weight. You know, you're not having to constantly think about it. They tell you what you can snack on, etc. You know, you just delete all your delivery apps and you don't drive to McDonald's. I mean, obviously dieting is never going to be easy, no matter, you know, even if you were to get 300 pounds chopped off by a surgeon, it still doesn't mean that you're going to feel good and it's easy. There's always things that will be hard, but I really do struggle to feel sorry for this person. She has it so much better than a lot of people. And another thing which really annoys me is the fact that she obviously has some mental health issues that need looking into, and the fact that she bounces from therapist to therapist, or the fact that she just won't be consistent with this, is really frustrating, because I would give an arm and a leg to be able to go to a therapist and completely just get everything out in the open and feel better. And she has a lot of things that she could do now to help herself, and she doesn't.
I'm not going to have any more strength to fight this tomorrow than I do today. So, regardless of how many times I've failed in the past, your support is welcome.
That's obviously if she's decided to put the comments on this video, which she very rarely does because she can't handle any sort of criticism or advice.
And if you don't watch it, I understand that too. No. Tomorrow I'm gonna get up. Try to fight through it.
She's just mindlessly eating at this point, isn't she? There's no care taken about how much she's shoveling in. Just the more the better, the quicker she can fill herself up. But then I say fill herself up, she doesn't want to fill herself up. She wants all the food to be gone. She wants to have consumed all the food that she wants. She has no control in her life apart from what she puts in her mouth, and because that's the thing that she feels most in control of, that's the thing that she will abuse the most.
I have to stay focused. It's so easy to say that while I'm eating, you know.
Even though we all know she's a very fortunate person and actually can pretty much do whatever she wants, she still chooses to sit in the kitchen alone in front of that camera because it's the only friends that she's, you know, only people in her life that she can really count on, even though the people behind the screen will never care for her the way that food does.
Let's do a fortune cookie. Don't let others stop you from doing what you know is right.
For goodness sake.
Alright guys, gonna eat some more, put some away for later.
So even here, where she's filming kind of her last binge before starting a diet, she won't actually show how much she eats in one sitting. Why is that? It makes no sense. She's told us everything else. Why not just sit there? She could have easily fast forwarded if she thought it was going to be boring for people to see her sit there for 45 minutes eating, but she doesn't. I don't get that. Also, she's now said that the diet starts tomorrow. So why would you put some away for later? I don't get that. Why would you risk there being food there tomorrow after you've slept? Doesn't make sense.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow for a better day. So, yes, and thank you for sticking by me. And I'm just gonna keep thinking of all the things I want to do once these restrictions are lifted, and how I can't do them right now. So, I've got that deposit on that trip. Can't lose it. Can't waste my money. It's only one seat. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
So unfortunately, as we all know, she didn't stick with that plan. But anyways, I'd love to know what you guys think. These retro reacts are good fun and I'm enjoying them. I can't stand Foodie currently. And I'd much prefer to kind of look back on videos like this. I'll obviously be doing small update clips on what's going on currently. But yeah, let me know if you enjoy this. It's been really good. And I love reading the comments. It's really nice. So have a lovely evening. If you're starting a diet, you can do it. And if you're not, then I hate you. That's not fair. Anyway, speak to you soon. Bye.